Tesla and time travel. Is there evidence that Tesla ever experimented with time travel? Strange stories surrounding time and space in his experiments. When most people hear the name Nikola Tesla, they think of the brilliant inventor who revolutionized the world with alternating current, radio, and countless other technological marvels. Yet throughout history, Tesla has also been the subject of some of the strangest legends ever told about a scientist. Stories involving the manipulation of time and space, and even whispers of time travel. But what is the truth behind these stories? Did Tesla ever truly experiment with time travel, or are these tales nothing more than myths spun by the passage of time and the allure of the unknown? To answer these questions, we must first step back into the world that Nikola Tesla inhabited. Born in 1856 in what is now Croatia, Tesla was a man driven by curiosity, imagination, and a relentless desire to push the boundaries of what was considered possible. He was, by all historical accounts, a figure who lived ahead of his time, sometimes quite literally, if certain rumors are to be believed. Tesla's inventions and experiments were often shrouded in secrecy, both because of the proprietary nature of his work and the general skepticism, sometimes even fear, with which his contemporaries regarded his more outlandish ideas. While his public achievements, such as the Tesla coil, the induction motor, and the development of radio transmission, are well documented, the private side of Tesla's laboratory work has always been a fertile ground for speculation. One of the most persistent stories linking Tesla to time travel originates from his work with high-voltage electricity and electromagnetic fields. Tesla believed that the universe was a sea of energy, and that by tapping into it, mankind could achieve wonders previously thought impossible. Some of his experiments involved the generation of massive electrical fields, which he believed could affect not just matter, but the very fabric of space and time itself. There are several accounts, most of them second-hand or even third-hand, that claim Tesla experienced strange phenomena during his experiments. For instance, while working with his powerful Tesla coils, some reports suggest that he accidentally created localized disruptions in time, a sort of temporal distortion. The story goes that during one such experiment, Tesla was struck by a bolt of energy that threw him across the room. As he lay on the floor, dazed, he later claimed to have experienced a vision of the past, present, and future simultaneously, a state of awareness outside of conventional time. While these claims are fascinating, it's important to recognize that there is no direct evidence from Tesla's own writings or from his closest associates that specifically describes experiments with time travel as we understand it in science fiction. Tesla was a prolific writer and often shared his ideas in interviews and articles, but nowhere in the surviving records does he lay out a blueprint for a time machine, nor does he claim to have traveled through time in any physical sense. Yet, the legend persists, thanks in part to Tesla's own fascination with the mysteries of the universe. He often spoke of the deeper connections between energy, matter, and the forces that govern reality. In one of his lesser-known interviews, Tesla mused about the possibility of manipulating energy in ways that could alter the flow of time. He believed that everything, including time itself, was a form of energy that could be influenced under the right conditions. These musings provide fertile ground for speculation. After all, the line between science and science fiction was much thinner in Tesla's day than it is now. His experiments with wireless energy transmission, for example, seemed almost magical to his contemporaries. Who was to say he hadn't stumbled upon principles that, if taken further, might one day unlock the secrets of time travel? Adding to the mystery are the strange stories that have emerged over the decades from those who claim to have worked with Tesla or to have encountered his inventions. One such story involves a supposed Philadelphia experiment in which the U.S. Navy allegedly used Tesla's theories to make a warship invisible, and in some versions of the tale, to transport it through time and space. While there is no credible evidence linking Tesla to this experiment, the story endures, fueled by the enigmatic nature of Tesla's work and the secrecy surrounding military research during his lifetime. Another tale tells of Tesla's experiments with a death ray, a device he claimed could project immense amounts of energy across great distances. Some have speculated that such a device, if it existed, might have had the unintended side effect of distorting time or space in its vicinity. Again, while intriguing, these stories rest more on rumor and conjecture than on documented fact. But perhaps the most compelling aspect of the Tesla time travel legend is the way it reflects our deep fascination with the unknown. Tesla himself was a master of harnessing the unknown, of using curiosity and imagination as tools of discovery. He once said, "The present is theirs. The future, for which I have really worked, is mine." This sentiment captures both the brilliance of his mind and the reason why people continue to associate him with the mysteries of time. It is also worth noting that Tesla's contemporaries were no strangers to the concept of time travel. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw a surge of interest in the fourth dimension, inspired in part by the publication of H.G. Wells' novel The Time Machine in 1895. Scientific discoveries in physics, particularly Einstein's theories of relativity, began to challenge the traditional understanding of time as a fixed, immutable entity. Tesla, always at the forefront of scientific thought, was certainly aware of these developments and may well have pondered their implications. Tesla's own theories about the nature of time were unconventional. He believed that time was not a separate dimension, but rather a consequence of energy and motion. In his view, by manipulating energy fields, it might be possible to alter the flow of time or even to step outside of it entirely. While he never constructed a device for this purpose, his ideas laid the groundwork for later explorations into the relationship between electromagnetism and time. In the years following Tesla's death, his legacy became shrouded in even greater mystery. The U.S. government reportedly seized many of his papers and personal effects, fueling speculation about what secrets they might have contained. Some conspiracy theorists have suggested that these documents included blueprints for time travel devices or evidence of experiments that reached beyond the limits of known science. While there is no proof to support these claims, the lack of transparency surrounding Tesla's archives has only added to the mystique. Despite the lack of hard evidence, Tesla's reputation as a pioneer of the impossible persists. His life and work continue to inspire new generations of inventors, scientists, and dreamers, many of whom are drawn to the tantalizing possibility that the barriers of time and space are not as impenetrable as they seem. So, is there evidence that Nikola Tesla ever experimented with time travel? The answer, based on the historical record, appears to be no. At least, not in the literal sense. There are no surviving blueprints for a time machine, no documented experiments in temporal displacement, and no first-person accounts from Tesla himself claiming such feats. The stories that do exist are anecdotal, often told decades after the fact, and typically lack verifiable details. But this does not mean the stories are without value. They serve as a testament to the enduring impact of Tesla's genius and to the power of human imagination. In a sense, Tesla did travel through time, though not with a machine, but with his ideas. His inventions laid the groundwork for technologies that would only become fully realized long after his death. His visions of wireless communication, renewable energy, and the harnessing of cosmic forces continue to shape the world we live in today. Moreover, the strange stories that surround Tesla's experiments with time and space reflect a deeper truth about the scientific process. Every great discovery begins with a question, a willingness to explore the unknown. Tesla's willingness to push the boundaries of what was considered possible, sometimes at great personal and professional risk, embodies the spirit of innovation that drives human progress. In the end, perhaps the real lesson of the Tesla time travel legends is not that he succeeded in breaking the laws of physics, but that he dared to imagine a universe in which such things might be possible. The world needs dreamers and visionaries, those who are not content to accept the limits of current knowledge, but who are willing to challenge them in pursuit of something greater. It is also worth considering how the legends of Tesla and time travel have shaped popular culture. From movies and television shows to comic books and video games, the idea of Tesla as a master of time and space has become a recurring theme. He is often portrayed as a kind of mad scientist, a man whose understanding of the universe transcended the ordinary, allowing him to perform feats that border on the miraculous. This portrayal, while not historically accurate, reveals something important about the role of myth in our understanding of science. Myths are not just stories. They are ways of exploring the possibilities that lie beyond our current horizons. They inspire us to ask new questions, to seek new answers, and to imagine worlds that might one day become reality. In the world of physics, time travel remains a topic of serious theoretical investigation. Einstein's theory of relativity, for example, allows for the possibility of time dilation, where time passes at different rates depending on the speed at which one is traveling or the strength of the gravitational field one experiences. Wormholes, hypothetical shortcuts through space-time, have been proposed as possible avenues for time travel, though their existence remains unproven. While Tesla did not contribute directly to these theories, his work with electromagnetic fields and energy transmission laid the groundwork for much of modern physics. In this sense, he was truly a man ahead of his time, pushing the boundaries of what was possible and inspiring others to follow in his footsteps. The stories of Tesla's experiments with time and space, whether true or not, remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is often accompanied by mystery and wonder. They challenge us to keep an open mind, to question the limits of our understanding, and to embrace the unknown. In the end, perhaps the greatest evidence of Tesla's time travel is the way his ideas have endured. More than a century after his most productive years, Tesla's influence continues to shape the world. Every time we use wireless technology, harness renewable energy, or explore the frontiers of science, we are, in a sense, traveling through the future he imagined. So, while there may be no secret Tesla time machine hidden away in a government vault, and no documented proof that he ever bent the fabric of time to his will, the legacy of his imagination and innovation endures. The strange stories that surround his life and work are a testament not just to his genius, but to the limitless potential of the human mind. As we look to the future, we can honor Tesla's legacy by continuing to ask bold questions, to pursue knowledge without fear, and to dream of a world in which the impossible becomes possible. In doing so, we carry forward the spirit of discovery that defined his life, and perhaps edge a little closer to unlocking the true mysteries of time and space.